streaming. Am I streaming? Am I streaming? Am I streaming? I'm so not ready, but hopefully I'm streaming. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. Whew. I was worried I wasn't streaming. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. Whew. I was worried I wasn't streaming. And I can hear myself. Now, let's wait for folks to come in. Hi, October. Hello. How are you? Welcome. Welcome. Just getting myself a little set up here. Hi, Robert. Welcome. All right. Getting myself set up. All right. So many things here. Oops. Down there. Okay, that's the companion book. I don't need that. Oh, put some headphones over there. Where did my other book go? What? Hold on. Alright, hold on a second. I can't find my other book. See who else we have here. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Rain. Is it Rain or Renee? That might be Renee. Hi, Hexen. Hi, Earthy. Alright, I'm gonna take this off. I can put my other thing on. I am missing a book here. And it's really frustrating me right now. I'm very frustrated. Hold on. Okay. I have a second copy. Alright, we'll just open this up. Here we go. Righty. My goodness, I am so not prepared. Wow. Awful. I gotta put my hat on. Okay. Let me see. Melissa, welcome. Okay, so as we allow folks to filter in, now I'm not going to be able to find the pen that I usually have. I'm sorry. Okay, we're going pen free. I know we don't need pens. Okay, welcome. So, welcome to the Wizard's Tower. And how's everyone's hump day going? How's happy Wednesday? So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Wednesday night readings. I don't seem to have a pen available, but that's all right. I'll just use the chat as a list. So, if you want a reading, what I need you to do is put one of those next to your name, just like that. And I will demonstrate. I will demonstrate if I can. Yeah, we'll use this one. Something like that. This is the Wizard's Tower. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to be reading tonight. I'm going to be using the Wizard's Tarot cards tonight. I'm going to get my phone out of the way. But yeah, I'm going to be using the Wizard's Tarot tonight. So that's that. All right. So we've got so far Melissa, Chibi Cow. Do you have a pen?
Pencil.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, this is a neat pencil. Look at this pencil that he's got. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this pencil. That's not cool.
It's made of wood. Well, literally.
It's a stick. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Stick pencil.
All right, cool. Now I do have paper. And I'm going to write this down. Okay, so let's put the cards back over here. All right, we've got Melissa. So we're going to do ELISSA. We've got Anastasia. STACIA. Anastasia, you did that. You did that absolutely right. See how Anastasia did it? That's how you got to do it, with one of those. So anybody else, put one of those next to your name if you want to have a reading. And the readings are very cheap, very affordable. They are free, $99. And I'm giving 99 cents off, so they're free. Shared your video on Twitter, but unable to share it on Tumblr. But at least I can add it. Oh, thank you, Robert. Yeah, I don't. I'll be honest. I've never used Tumblr, and actually, I have quite a few. I've used Twitter, and I haven't used it recently. But I've had Wow, I had almost 1,000 followers on Twitter. I should go back to Twitter and kind of unify that with this, and because I know there's some tricks to getting tons of followers on Twitter. Okay, so but thank you. Definitely, I love the shares. That's awesome. But do we have any more takers? So let's get started. I guess we have 2 so far. So what I'll do, again, this kind of helps me. I'll make a little marker. But if you want to get on, it doesn't have to be the squiggly lines. It's easier for me to type it on the phone. But a little arrow like that. Okay, so our first person up is Melissa. So, Melissa, while we're waiting for more people to put those in the chat, ask your question, and we'll pull a reading. Dum, 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 dum,
that was intense. Oh my god.
What was intense?
Oh, sorry. This part in Penny Dreadful.
Ah, Lucian's watching Penny Dreadful. Sorry, riding the bus a little bit. Okay. I don't know if I'm on a delay here. Let me go out and back in. Live chat. Will I find love? And can you tell me anything about him? Ooh. I love, if you caught me like 10 years ago doing this stuff, I'd be like, love. But I have such a great love story with me and Lucian. And if I can find love, you can find love. But, Melissa, let us see. All right, we're gonna shuffle and we're gonna pull some cards. Alrighty. Wish we had some background music, but YouTube flags everything for copyright. It's just so not fair. But we're gonna stay positive today. Alright. Alright. And I'm getting better at shuffling. I actually shuffle these cards pretty good, I think. You know what I'm saying? Alright, well, Melissa, find love. Alright, here we go. We got a good shuffle. We'll just kind of... Alright, we'll divide our stick right here, and... My first card. Let's see if I get that placed right. There's 9 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Ooh. All right, we'll put these right here. Okay. So our first card I see is the 9 of Pentacles. 9. So it's just interesting. So when I go to my little book here, right, 9 means success, and so that. And I think that's a direct answer to your question. Right? Am I going to find love? Well, 9, right? If we go to the literal meaning, and I'll put it right up here. It's like, let's see, 9. This is kind of like how I was taught to read tarot, is success. Now, of course, I read more intuitively, and so when I look at this card, I do see someone. You see the woman. She's got a lot of pentacles around her, which in a wall, which to me indicates stability and financial stability, or success. You think about building a wall. She has her. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but needless to say, nesting on her hand. It is a very serene. She's content. She's looking at the flowers and she's happy. So that's a positive card and a success. Now, Knight of Swords. Knight is the bringer of change. So, and that's pretty indicative of the. I see this card here. You see, and I'm going to use this fancy pencil for pointing too. You see, it almost looks butterfly-ish. You know how a butterfly emerges from the cocoon. There's a change there. It's telling me, when I see this intuitively, that there is, think of it as a double entendre, a double meaning, that yes, your life is going to change. Finding love may be that change. But I see these 2 male cards, and this is an interesting one, because I'm gonna explain kind of what I initially saw. That's how I read, is that initial, like when you do the ink blot test in school. Do you ever do that? Do you hold it up, like, what's the first thing you see? It's kind of how I read. So what I'm getting at here is, look for some change in your life. Look for someone possibly coming into your life. And when I look at this person, I see 7 of Wands. Now, this is where I kind of go off the book. By the book says endings. I see this card's got a double meaning to me, depending on the context around it. Sometimes this card can mean a battle, like he's facing. But in this card, I see it a little bit different. I see someone who is kind of leading up on a hill, kind of addressing, other people who are holding torches. And so I do see some love coming in your life, and I see him as kind of almost like that. He's going to be a very positive, very strong leader type person.
I'll be back.
Where are you going?
Barnes & Nobles.
Okay. A very leader type person. A very he's going to fight for you. So yeah, I do see that in this pull here. Yes, I see. Yeah, a just a very positive, not only lover, but a friend, someone to lean on, someone who's strong, someone who is going to be there for you. It's kind of what I see here. So I hope that makes sense. Well, I hope that makes sense. That's kind of what I see. So I'll let you look at that. Let's see. I'm going to pop over to the comments. Robert says, I love Penny Dreadful. And so does my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos, too. We are looking forward to the Penny Dreadful movie. I didn't even know there was is there a movie? Interesting. Didn't know that. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. I didn't know there was a movie. I have to keep my eye out because that's definitely a movie I think I want to see. I'm kind of sometimes. I'll be honest. I've watched some of the episodes and I do like it too, but I kind of, with our schedules, Lucian just kind of went and watched. He's watching it on his own, so I have to kind of watch it on my own, at least until I get caught up to where he is. LOL, I have felt the same. Melissa says, I felt the same. I've been single 11 years now. Interesting. Well, it takes patience. I didn't meet Lucian. Oh, I've been single for more than 11 years, and then I met Lucian. It happens. It's out there when you least expect it. Wiley. Hi, Justin. Hello. Wiley says, love Wednesday night readings. I do, too. Lucian, I'm a little bit behind in the comments, but he says, wait, there's a Penny Dreadful movie coming? I guess so. Actually, Lucian was showing off the Penny Dreadful cards, which I think they should just drop the penny and call them Dreadful. I just could never read from them. So Robert says, Wizard Tower is the I don't know what that means. Oh, was it Wizard's Tower? Yes, these are these cards here. I am reading from the Wizard's Tarot cards, and it's funny because there's a new Wizard's Tarot deck coming out that I pre-ordered on Amazon. I think it doesn't come out till March, but I had to get them. I had to get them. Okay, before we move on, let's add Renee to. She wants to be added to the list. I hope I'm saying that right. RANESELENE. Add that name in there. Let's see any more arrows. The dreadful cards. I just, I shy away from the. You look. These are typically the cards I like to read. The nice, vivid cards. The kind of plain Jane, they just don't speak to me. And the thing is, even with those, the imagery, even if regardless of it just don't make sense. Anyways, is it just me or does it sound a bit echo? Am I a little echoey? I'm choosing, choosing the mic. Choosing the built-in mic. Oh, there's always room on the list. Yeah, it's a pretty light night, actually. So, Jazz, we'll definitely add you on here. Z. Bon Tex. All right, definitely we add. Still time. Lilypad says still time. Yeah, I can add you to the list, Lily. Line. Yeah, no, not a lot of rules. Not a lot of rules to this Wednesday night reading. As long as I can get you on the list, yeah. Lee. Okay, I'm gonna LEAHJABS. Sound seeds has reverberation. Yeah, I don't know if it's the room or the mic. I'm not sure. I'm working on that. I have going to get some new mics. Actually, I have some pretty good studio mics, and I'm going to start using those for these. Hopefully, make it sound a bit better. Because right now I'm using the built-in mic on the on my MacBook. Okay. So, anyways, echoey and all. Let's move. Let's press on. And so up next is Anastasia. So Anastasia, please post your question. I forgot what I was gonna do. Okay, guess I was gonna do something and I forgot. So Anastasia. General feelings about my current relationship. Diving in versus just friends. Okay. So let's see. And yeah, Robert, the funny thing is I have the equipment. I just, I just got to get in the habit of like setting it up. Because I've done, I've got what I'm going to use for audio. We'll talk a little geek speak while I shuffle. Is I have a couple of condenser studio mics, a Sterling. I think it's a Sterling ST. I don't know the number, or I don't know the name of the other one, but they're studio mics, and I also have an M audio interface box that I can plug into this thing to get a much better sound. All right, get a good shuffle. I'm gonna shuffle the other way because the cards bend a bit. Because I've been using these cards for a while. Oh, that did not go well. Needless to say, I could never work in a casino. My shuffling skills are just awful. All right. So, Anastasia, your relationship. Let's see what we got. Let's put okay. Interesting. Got Two of Wands. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, it was going good. So, when I see the Two of Wands card, that tells me balance is required. If you look at the boy in the card, he is, he's got, there's like some focus and concentration for him to manifest the fireball that he's holding above his hand. And that's the balance or focus or, balance or focus that's required there. Now we see our Six of Swords. When I see Six of Swords, when I see this card, there's that journey, right, from the boat, that this couple is taking on this boat. But what you're going to notice about this is they're emerging from the fog, right? Everything is coming clear. It's coming clear. But then we get to this card here, which is kind of a little bit of a red flag. This is kind of, the ultimate stab in the back. So, and it's a very big contrast to these cards. But what I'm seeing here, rather than say, yes, you should, no, you shouldn't, the cards aren't answering that per se. But what is going to come, get lost cat, evident. See, this, as you're struggling with this decision, but what's going to happen? What I'm seeing here is first of all, you need to kind of balance yourself and really have a good, hard think about it. I see clarity coming with this card. So the answer is going to come from within. Okay? It's, so I can't say whether yes or no, but I can tell you you're going to know. That makes any sense. Then getting to this card, and it's one thing it's like a love-hate relationship with this deck, is that this deck can be everything from whimsical and fun to straight up blunt. Is it something that so this card is saying you got to be very careful. Very careful. There's something that requires some taking serious care because that stab in the back potential is there. So I mean that's the best that I can pull. Actually, let's put this here. I'm gonna pull one more card because that sometimes. All right, Page of Wands. So okay, yeah, Page is the bringer of news. So yeah, we needed to pull this other card here. This card is going to lead to this clarity. You're going to learn something in the near future that's going to make all of this make sense. There's going to be some news. This is one of those readings where, like, I hope to follow up with you in a week or two or whatever, because something is over the horizon that you're going to find out. I hope that kind of at least gives you, I know it's not a direct answer, and sometimes it just works that way, but there is some guidance here. So I hope that kind of at least helps a little bit, maybe make a little bit of sense. Jess says, the struggle of living small is having to sit yeah. I'm definitely a small liver. Well, I live small because we have a pretty small place. Matt lives large because he's got altars all over the place. Or Lucian. Oh, I'll get beat up if he doesn't. Oh, I gotta remember I get that name right. Anyways, Lilipad says, Dave, know anything about the vice versa tarot deck? I'm looking hard at it. I've never heard of it. I'll have to check that out. Interesting. Vaba says, Jezebel Valentine's. Now I understand. Actually, I have been working with both the... Oh, they're talking about tarot. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what we're doing. Yeah, I'm very bad at, like, keeping up with decks. Like, sometimes they'll jump out at me and speak to me, and then I get them. And that's why there's... Like I said, I pre-ordered the Wizard's Tarot, the new one, because I think it's got a nice look to it, so it may speak to me. Anyways, Anastasia, definitely, thank you, Dave. Awesome. So it makes a little bit of sense. Okay, don't forget, guys, to get on. Make one of those lines so that I see it, and I'll add you to the list. And I will kind of just, let me take a quick peek. Oops. Quick peek at the comments. Make sure there's no additional lines. Sorry, I just want to make sure I don't skip anybody. Okay. And actually, up next is Renee. If I'm saying that right, Renee Selene. So yeah, please post your question. And that's the kind of line you want to draw to get on. Name changing takes a little time to get used to. You'll get there. Yeah, it's just habit. He's patient and he gets it. So, anyways, Renee, we just wait for Renee's question. And in the meantime, make one of those on the in the chat, and I will add you to the list. Don't forget, this is the Wizard's Tower. Like, subscribe. I'm sure you guys already do. And share. Bring your friends in and kind of grow. Don't forget to check out the Wizard's Tower Facebook page if you haven't. A lot of good stuff in there. I started doing daily draws, but I'm putting them on YouTube. But I'll link it into Wizard's Tower as well. Okay, Wiley. We go to Ed Wiley. Absolutely. All right. W-Y-L-I-E-K-I-L-I-E. Alrighty. Alright, so we're waiting for Renee Selene's question. You are welcome. Is Renee in here? I didn't miss her question, did I? Renee, if you're here, post your question, please. Oh, I got a little seed on my laptop. Oh, there. I might be a little bit delayed. Let's click live like that. Robert wants to be added to the list. All right. And Renee, if you're in here, please post your question. You're up. What do I need? So Robert says, when you get to me, what's my question? So it's kind of like a general. We'll just do it. Okay. Oh, Renee said, be right back. All right, I'll make a note. B-R-B. And we'll skip by her for now. So up next is Jezebel Von Tex. Please post your question, por favor. Okay, so we'll wait for Jez's question. And then we'll see if Renee comes back. Dave, I have a date Saturday. Anything I should be aware of? Oh, well, cool. Date Saturday. Is this the night of love? All right, well, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God, so as I shuffle, I've got this weird old-timey music stuck in my head. So when I went to college, I took a class on film. I took a couple of classes on film, and which were just electives. I went to college for, networking and computer stuff, boring. But I took some classes in film, and one of them was basically analyzing movies. And the first movie we had to watch and analyze was a movie called Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And I will honestly say, it started playing, and it had this old-timey, hillbilly type music in it, and I was like, oh my God. But once, we are forced to watch it, it ended up being one of my favorite movies, and I do go back and watch it, and then all those old weird songs get stuck in my head. Anyways, Jez, let's find out. Right? I love that. The movie's great. I mean, it's got George Clooney in it. It's funny. It's really, really, really entertaining. And I don't know, the music just kind of gets you. Okay. Wait a minute, I didn't cut the deck. We gotta cut the deck. Always cut the... Wait, I almost said cut the cheese. Strength. It's first card. Lovers. Oh my God, this is good. And Ten of Pentacles. Okay. All right, what I'm seeing here, right, is I love this strength card. Let's put these here. I love this strength card because it's such a like a feminine strength. You look at this, right? She is like very feminine, very I can't, not dainty, but very royal and very feminine. But she's got a strength about her that she tames dragons. So that's a lot of strength. So kind of keep that in mind. Be strong, be confident, right? Be confident. Don't be nervous. Just kind of go with the flow with it. Next card is Lover's card. So there's the potential there for this date to blossom into more. Because now we're going to Ten of Pentacles. What's Ten of Pentacles? By the book is completion. But when I see this, I see just pentacles everywhere. And I see like this man here with his two dogs. Now whenever I see men with dogs or pets, it's or anybody, it's a kind of like a caring type of thing. I think most of you guys out there are pet owners, and you know how you feel about your pets. There's a lot of caring there. There's a lot of love and caring there. So what you need to know is be confident, be yourself, enjoy the night, and because if you show your true self, and this here, I mean, it's all right here, is going to blossom it has a potential to blossom into something more. All right, if that makes a little bit of sense. Love it. What happened? Ugh. Oh, this fucking sucks. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. We have a technical difficulty. Oh, this is going to aggravate me. I hope it's not my phone. Guys, hold on. I don't know what YouTube's doing to me today. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Because my computer says the stream. Oh. This is not gonna make me happy. There we go. Oh my God. I don't know what that was. Well, yeah, part of my issue is I made the mistake of putting the latest Mac OS on, and it does not work very well with my software that I use. Hopefully they come out with an update, but Yeah. I don't know if I actually have to go into the terminal screen and actually run like a command prompt to get the damn thing to launch. Anyways, good Lord. So I hope that made sense, Jez. Has Renee come back, or is she in here? Renee, if you're in here, can you post your question? We kind of skipped. Yeah, I'm back online. Yeah. It's a challenge sometimes, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the tech guy. This stuff's not supposed to happen. So I don't know if Renee's... Oh, you are. My question is, should I move or should I stay where I am? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I know that Lucian and I, we kind of have a very similar question before us. Most of his family... Whoops. I'm trying to find stuff. Now that I had that stupid thing. So, anywho, yeah, we have that same question. Should we move? Because his family comes from the West Coast, and I really love the West Coast. Lucian's a little apprehensive about moving, but it is a big thing to move, a big step. You know, there's a lot that has to happen in order to make a move. You know, we gotta... If you own a house, you got to sell it or be able to rent it out, or, you know, have a caretaker. You know, there's so much into it, but let's see if Renee should move. All right. Oops. Oh, we have a jumper. We're going to put him over there. We were talking tarot with some local friends of mine, and yeah, we're talking about jumpers. So we're going to see. We're going to see how this reading goes. This here was our jumper. So we're going to take our jumper. We're going to move him over here out of the screen, and let's see. First card that I pull is the Magician. Five of Swords. And the Sun. I think that jumper is going to really kind of come into play here. But before we even get to the jumper, our first card is the Magician. The Magician... Now this one, let's see what the book says about Magician. Gaining positive guidance and mentorship. It doesn't say that to me. When I see the Magician, I see creation, making things happen. Right? If you look at the Magician in this card here, right, he's got magic all around him. He's creating flowers. He's creating esoteric, creating this magic, if you would. Five of Swords, that's uncertainty, and we can see this uncertainty, right? You know, there's a decision before you. And then we have the Sun. The Sun, let's find the Sun in here before I tell you what I think the Sun means. Relying on intuition rather than reason. Kind of, yeah. So when I see this Sun, in this particular card, here's my little pointy pen. One thing I notice is he's got the Wheel of the Year, you know, or the Wheel of Fortune kind of right in his hands. So that kind of possibly, you know, the relying on intuition is there. It's more of, you know, follow your heart. But when I see this making things happen, I'm almost thinking that a moving might be, you know, making things happen. I would say think about the things that, like when I think about my possibility of moving, right? There's, if you can make it happen and it's going to make you happy, I think you should do it. But now I want to see what this card is. Okay, we had a jumper for a reason. Jumpers. The Ace of Wands. Ace to me means it's new beginnings. And wands, let's see what the wands are. Wands, spiritual. Yeah, so wands can point to career. So, I'm going to say you should seriously consider moving, especially if it's what you really want to do. Because I see a change. The cards are looking for this change, and I knew this jumper was here. This new beginnings. The cards see you beginning something new. So it's something that you really should consider. Definitely. I hope that makes sense. Oh, I think Lucian's back. So does that make sense, Renee? That's a D. Is that a smiley? Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. The move would put me in a place where I would have access to more land for my herbs. Creation. Yeah. How about that? Interesting. Definitely interesting. All right. Awesome. Okay, up next we have Lilypad. Lilypad, please post your question. And while we're waiting for Lilypad to post her question, do we have any, I don't know if since the, so Robert Alvarez is the last one. Okay, so we're on the same channel-y thing. All right. Well, I'm looking for how to help my eldest daughter through a tough time. Okay. All right, let's see what the cards will say about your daughter. And while I'm shuffling and getting the cards ready, remember, if you're not on the list and you want to be on the list, make one of those. All right, make one of those to get on the list. All right. Of course, you bought something.
Just a little thing.
Oh, yeah. Lucian goes, oh, I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble.
Oh, wait, put on here. I'll put on.
What is it?
Original Rider Waite.
Oh, why? I have this somewhere. I would have given it to you because it doesn't really speak to me.
Wait, seriously, you had one?
I've got it around somewhere, yeah.
Ugh. Wow.
I mean, it's kind of cool. So Lucian...
the original one, so I can still studying it.
So Lucian bought this. Let's see, how much did he spend?
Dave,
Oh my God. I don't want to see it. Just stressing me.
it's not that expensive.
Another $30.
It's not 30.
$25.95. Close enough. With tax. Okay.
Studying.
Anyways. Don't overthink your cards. That's what you're doing. If you want to be a good reader, open that third eye.
I got a piddle.
All right.
Okay, say hi to everyone.
It's on the down camera. Hold on.
Almost.
It's
Switch
tough.
over.
Well, come over here.
Switch over.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Sorry, everyone. I feel like crap.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to back up before you get me sick.
Sorry.
I think we have the same cold.
Cold. No,
Oh,
I'm
no,
just kidding.
no, don't do that. Okay. So, Lilypad, we're going to find out about your eldest daughter. Let's throw this up here. And we're going to pull some cards. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Well, I'm going to tell you. First card I see here is the Dark Lord. That means manipulation, controlling. I don't know a lot about her situation. I know you mentioned it's a tough time, but I see some manipulation in there. Right? I see that in here. And then we have our Eight of Wands. Whenever I see the Eight of Wands, this Eight of Wands, let me bring that in. I see kind of, it could be, it almost has that look of motion. It's almost like, kind of a little like the Chariot, like motion, moving forward. But it's, I think these cards are speaking together, because then we have the Two of Swords, which is balance required. If you take a look at her, she's bound. I really get a sense that there's an external force contributing to this, whatever's going on. There's manipulation and something going on there. So Lily, I see that, and the first thing I would do is kind of, to try to help her out, kind of be on the lookout for her, for that manipulating force, if you would. Because a lot of times when people are being manipulated, they don't know about it. They can be blindfolded. They're being bound, and they don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? That's what this card's saying to me. There's some manipulation going on that she's not aware of. She's blind to it. That makes sense. And that's what I'm getting here. This motion, moving forward in life or whatever, she's being held back. She's being restrained by by manipulation. Lily, if that makes any sense. Does that make any sense? And while we wait for her response, Dave, you really have a gift. Just saying without going into too much detail. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. These cards have been really kind of connecting with me. I know every once in a while I do a pull and I'm like, what the heck? And I really struggle. That happens sometimes. These cards have a sense of humor, but they're really flowing today. But yeah, that's what I saw there. But thank you so much, Lily. I love you guys. I really do. Okay, who is next? Leah is up next. If you're here, Leah, please post your question. Michelle, do you want to read? Since I saw it, typically, if you want a reading, you want to put one of these up. Hold on, I'm going to do this like this. Put a line up like that. But I'll add you to the list. E. Cantrell. Leah, what does the universe want me to know most right now? Universe, up there, mysterious. Tell us what. Tell us what do you want Leah to know? All right, let's see. Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh, my shuffling is pretty good tonight. Look at this. And I'm getting so good at shuffling. I'm gonna make myself so proud. I'm gonna show you guys how I. Look, it takes me 100 years to get the cards ready, but then I go like this and. Oh my God! Look at that! I look like a professional. All right, Leah. Here we go. That's good.
Wait, Dave, say that again.
What?
I look like a professional.
I look like a professional.
Yeah, you!
All right, Page of Cups. Oh, what? 10 of Pentacles is back. And the Emperor. All right, Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is the bringer of news. The universe is about to tell you something already. And, you know, the page, the bringer of news is going to bring that. And when I see this particular page, this is the Page of Cups. Cups being emotional love, relationship, you know, think of a family, that sort of thing. But when I see this page, I see someone, she's sitting on a rock, like either like, you know, on a rock in the ocean, or whatever you want to, you know, and there's like the waves are bouncing up around her, but she's steady, she's solid, she's secure. This news is going to come easy. There's other pages that, you know, show a bit of a journey for their news. This one's not so much. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 is completion. We just had this card. But when I see this card here, with like a lot of pentacles, when I look at pentacles, even by meaning, is like that material concerns. I can't find the pencil, you know, and I see like money. So let's bring this in a little bit. Now we see our Emperor. This particular Emperor, so there's going to be a caveat. So at the end of the day, you're going to get some news that's going to be financially related. It's about all I can say. With that news, there's going to be a need to take responsibility of something, right? There's going to be some responsibility needed. It could be, you know, I don't want to kind of, I get very reluctant to just kind of surmise and guess, but like, yeah, so I'm not going to. I mean, it could mean a new business opportunity, more responsibility for more financial, you know. It's not to say that's what it is, but that could be an indicator of what's here. You know, so just kind of keep your ear out, open for some news that's going to be. It's going to be kind of financially related. Hopefully that makes some sense. Hopefully that makes sense, Leah. Did I say it right? Leah. I'm bad with names. Okay. So who is next? Wiley Kylie. Wiley Kylie, you're up next. Please ask your question. And let me take a quick stroll back. Michelle's added. Okay. Hi, Marge! Hello, how are you? Okay.
Shit.
Let's see. It's gonna. Wiley says, "I love those cards." I do too. These cards speak to me so much. Let's see. And the 10 of Pentacles once again makes the circle of death appear. Oh, you're back. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, it better not die on me. I'm gonna pause that because that's gonna make me mad. Marge, who's reading this? I don't know what that means. It does. Thank you. Awesome. So okay, Wiley, 21-year relationship. Where is it going? Okay. 21-year relationship, where is it going? I know what's going to happen. I have a piece of chicken here, and my cat is relentlessly trying to get it. And he needs to stop. That's right, Thor. Stop being a bratty catty. All right. The cards, the cards, the cards, the cards, the cards. Okay. All right, our first card. Interesting. The Empress. 9 of Wands. And the Lover's card. Interesting. So, I see the Empress card. When we look at Empress, especially this Empress, I see, very maternal. Let's see what the experience, growth, fertility, increased creativity. That's what the book says. But yeah, I see. I see a motherly presence, right? I look at this card. It looks like my mom when she was alive, and she loved flowers, and so I see beauty, maternal beauty, in this card here. The next card is that 9 of Wands. 9 is success. I see someone who's very proud. Right, you look at the person in that card here, stood up all the wands, and she's kind of, proud. I think that's a she. And then we follow this up with the Lover's card. And that just says love is there. So, I mean, I would say 21 years. You've been together 21 years. It looks like the possibility for more is there. That makes sense. And Wiley says she's trying to hold her ground. Let me see. Wow, too cool. I hope. That's what the cards are saying. What they want to say tonight. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. This cat's relentless.
Where's the bratty cat go?
He's right there. He's trying to get this chicken.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
9 of Wands. Very interesting. All right. So that's Wiley. I'll get through this list. Up next, Robert Alvarez, and you had mentioned you just want a general. Let's see what we have here. Thank you, Wiley. Yeah, I've been kind of on a roll with this deck lately. I'll be honest, but I mean, this is my go-to. I get so nervous because it's out of print, and literally I can find this on Amazon and eBay. They're selling for $500. I would never spend $500 for a deck. I think when I got them, I spent $25, and it came in a big box with a cool book. All right, Robert's General. Do another shuffle. Lucian's being rhythmic over here. He's giving us some background rhythms.
Oh, we should do that rhythm thingy we did the other night.
I'm not gonna do it now. All right, let's see.
Why? Because we got the rhythm.
The Chariot.
Ooh, about movement.
About movement. 4 of Wands, the Dance. Transfiguration. Interesting. All right. So, Wiley says, I know decks are so personal. They really are. Decks are very personal. All right, so Chariot is movement. That could be, well, let's hop over here. Chariot could be, so the book says finding your direction in life, which could be, but I also see a movement when this card comes up. But yes, like finding direction. There's direction. It could be a direction in life, the next step in a career, or something like that. The next card is the Four of Wands. Now, four is balance. What is that? Balance, stability, rather. When I see this card, I used to think they were fighting. Then I read the book, and once I read the book, now the image kind of changed. But this is the dance, is what they call it. So that means, like, almost like negotiation. You know, when you're dancing the dance, if you would, is how I'm seeing it here. Finding your direction and, you know, kind of negotiating through that, dancing the dance, if you would. And then we come to transfiguration. That, so in this deck, transfiguration is actually the death card. Now, just for the hell of it, in the book, this book does not have, and there's a point I'm going to make. If I can find a death card in here. Needing self-sacrifice before change can occur. So that is what it is. I love how they call it transfiguration in this deck, and I'll tell you why. Yes, you need, this whole thing is saying finding your direction, and there could be some self-sacrifice in there. That's where the dance comes in, negotiation. You might have to give something up to get something else. You know what I'm saying? That's dancing the dance. Transfiguration to me means what happens in the result of that is transfiguration, changing into something, and it's something better, if that makes sense. Like, you know, there's tons of examples, but just changing. It comes back to finding your direction in life, and that's it's almost like full circle here. The need to find your direction in life. There's going to be, like, you're going to need to dance the dance, if you would, which, you know, there's some give and take, and, you know, needing self-sacrifice before change can occur, which means figuring out, you know, you know,
in life.
no, not so what you want in life, but be serious about how much you want what you want, because you're going to really be willing to pay the price and give up the cost to achieve that. And that could be anything to, if you want to start a new business or something like that, be ready to put in the 90 hours a week. Or, I mean, that's just an analogy, but you take that and you apply it to your own situation. That's kind of what's kind of going on here. I hope, Robert, that makes sense. Great insight about the Knight of Wands. I may use it in upcoming reading. Whether that is love, possessions, money, relationships, the Knight of Wands gives you hope because it is lending you the strength it has and is orbiting around you. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, Robert, I hope that makes sense. Up next is Michelle. Michelle Cantrell. Please post your question. Hopefully you're still here. And while we're waiting for Michelle to post her question, let's take a flip back. Did anybody else want to reading? It is 8:38. How long have I been on? Well, it only says a half hour, but we had that crash. But if you want to get on, that's the arrow you make while we wait for Michelle's question. I hope the crash earlier didn't kind of shake her loose, and hope she's still here. But Michelle, if you're in there, please post your question. And for the rest of you, if you want to read, put one of those. Jennifer Bowers, we'll add you to the list. And we're going to do, this is going to be last call for reading. So if you want to get in, if you're thinking about it, put your name in. E-R.
Today's worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. These readings are a bargain.
I need to make some more tea. Do you want any tea?
Yes, please.
Okay, Mama. Tea coming right up. Hold on a minute.
Did we lose Michelle? All right, Michelle, if you're in there, please post your question. Your reading will certainly make sense and actually confirm something I was already about. The mark of a true reader. Oh, thank you so much, Robert. I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it because I'm the type, and I'm starting to get that confidence. I'm the type to be like, I'm very modest. I'm like, oh no, I'm not that great of a reader. I just kind of wing it. And Lucian, Michelle wants some tea.
Okay. Studying for virtual tea.
Some virtual tea coming your way. Last call for readings. Put that arrow in there. All right. And last call for Michelle. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Michelle. Post your question. You're up. There it is. A general. Of course you can. Generals, I used to not like generals. But as I've been doing these readings, generals I like. Because, I don't know. They're just,
generals are fun.
They're fun because it can say anything.
Yeah.
You know? You never really know what you're going to get when you're doing a general. The cards are like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get.
Like, Mom.
Like what? All right. General. 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 I'm just shuffling, guys. I'm just bad at it. Oh, man. All right. All right. Cut the deck, and let's see what we have. This is a general for Michelle. Da-da-dum. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Okay, a lot of pages in here. And Page is the bringer of news, remember? So you definitely got some news coming. And surrounded by that news is, you know, the Queen of Swords. So swords being more of a political type concern, or willpower, struggle, or something like that. That's what the book says. I don't see that here. What I see, the Queen of Swords is a, when you look at this queen, it's almost like the Strength card. She's obviously very poised and beautiful. She looks like, just very, like a queen, very feminine, very, can't think of the word. Royal? Not royal. But anyways, you know what I'm getting at. But she's holding a sword. So this queen is tough. This queen is a survivor. She's a fighter. She's surrounded by beauty. She appreciates beauty, and she will fight for said beauty. So what I'm seeing here is you're going to get some news. And actually, I'm going to pull an additional card for this one because I want to confirm something. But before I go there, actually, let's pull this back down. It may not be the best of news. There's going to be some strength required. But stay the course, if you would. Stay strong. It's worth fighting for, is what I'm getting. And one more card. Oops, hold on. I always cut the deck next before I pull another card. We've got the Three of Wands. Yeah, so that kind of... So this is what I'm getting. Yes, this is kind of what I'm getting at. We're going to put this here. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot.
It is hot tea.
Okay, I don't even know where to put it. I'm going to put it way over here and hope it don't spill on my cards.
Back to Penny Dreadful.
So you're going to get some news. Not going to be the best of news. But when you look here, it is definitely an opportunity for growth. It's something that may seem like bad news at first, and I think that's what I'm meaning with the double pages here is, it's something that you will come to realize and appreciate, and you're going to look back in life and be glad that said thing happened. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that's going to make you grow, to be a better self, that you're going to look back and say, wow, I hated when I found this out, but I'm glad it happened. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I'm asking questions and my phone's black over here. It's like just completely went out. Genuine. Oh my God. Thank you, Michelle. That's the word I was trying to think. Genuine. A real, yes, a genuine, not fake. She's a queen who understands the beauty, but also understands that she can swing that sword if she needs to. Absolutely. So, yes. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, this news, it is something that you look back on as good news. But at first, you may not think it's good news. That makes sense. That's what the cards are saying. So that's Michelle. All right. Let me take a quick look. So up next is Jennifer Bowers. If you could post your question. And I think that's going to be it for tonight. We have no one else. Tell Michelle what the guides want her to know. Yeah. That's basically the same thing as a general. The guides want you to know that you're going to get some news. You may not see it as a very good thing at this time. It will be something you look back on and be glad about it. Michelle, you are so welcome. So Jennifer wants good information to have to look forward. Okay. Well, let's shuffle. Actually, I'm going to do a little something here. Get the cards ready to shuffle. Recharge the old third eye. All right. The Third Eye. Third Eye Blind, one of my favorite bands. Why I just randomly thought of that, I have no idea. Because I just said the words third eye. Okay. My question is, should I look into moving into a new section at work that is coming together this year? All right. I swear to God, this cat is going to get... I'm going to spank you. Can cats be spanked? Oh, he's looking at me like... All right, so I don't even have the camera on me. Oh, my God. Not a very good producer, am I, tonight? I'm a good card reader, but not a good producer. All right. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Should I look? All right, let's see. Seven of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Interesting. All right. 7. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I thought. 7 is like endings. When I see the 7 card, I always use the word pentacle tree, but it's kind of how I see this card. This tree has, if you look at it, the leaves are brown. It's fall. It is a fall scene, because you can see even it's frosty in the background. Everything's brown. The pentacles, the proverbial pentacles, are ripe for picking. That's the ending, the transition. Okay, then we get the King of Pentacles. When I see this king, this is a king who's fought battles, who's known the struggles of being a king with the kingdom on his shoulders. If you look at him, he is, he's tired, he's worn, but he's still on, he's sitting on a big solid stone throne. So he still has that foundation that he relies on, right? And that's telling me, he's not afraid, to take a rest, slow down when need be. And then the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, Knight is the bringer of change. Right? Do I gotta check? Yeah. When I see this knight, he's the cups. He's got the cup. He's holding it up, it's like a positive thing, a positive change. So I see the endings. So the answer being, I think you should. The cards are saying you should pursue that. Here's the thing. It's going to be a lot of work. Right? Going into this new, I don't know if it's a new area, new position, not sure the details, but it's going to be, you're going to have to work hard there. It will pay off, right? You'll be celebrating at the end. You'll be glad that you did. But be ready for the challenge that, is in store if you move into that new area. If that makes sense, my friend. Hopefully that makes sense, Jen. That's that. Oh, Lord, it's right now. Yes, a lot of work to prove I belong there and to help setting up a brand new position. Absolutely. I really, it is a lot of work, and I think, yeah, you should go for it. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you're very welcome. All right, guys. I really enjoyed this. It's 9. I don't even know how long I've been on because of the crash. It's 45 minutes, but that's just this. Oh, okay. Oh, look at Gypsy just snuck one in there. All right, Gypsy, I'll do it. I'll do it even though you missed last call. Why? Because I'm a good wizard. So, What is your question, Gypsy? Melissa says, David, thank you much for my reading. You are amazing. Thank you so much, Melissa. And you know what, Gypsy? Gypsy Lee, you are the co-captain on the bus.
Hi, Kendra.
Kendra, Maddie, Lucian says hi. Oh, thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen. General, a general for Gypsy. Absolutely.
Oh my God, come on.
All right. And it's all packed. Oh, you know, honey, I keep my bus packed at all times. Actually, I have to this weekend. I have to take a trip to the dispensary. I'm at half capacity and I get panicky. All right, a general for Gypsy. All right, Dana. Dana just popped in. While I'm reading for Gypsy, Dana, if you want to post a question, I will read you as well. Let's see. A general for my friend Gypsy. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. So, interesting. So we're starting with our 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is completion. So when I see this card here, I think looking to the heavens, I think have faith. You know. And then the 9 of Pentacles, that's success. You know, when I see, you know, we were talking about this card earlier. When I see this card, I see contentment. I see someone who's calm enough that a bird would land on their hand, you know. Content, calm, success. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. That's a little bit of uncertainty on the horizon here. And for you, I'm going to grab one more card because I want to see if we can dig into what this uncertainty. So we know what these two are talking about. A little bit of faith. Keep your faith alive. I want to split the deck and pull. Oh wow, this card really wanted to. Interesting. Interesting. I had a jumper pretty much, and it's the Star. Okay. Which kind of, you know, it's funny when you read these things enough, you kind of see where they're going. So there's going to be, you're going to hit this period in your life where there's going to be a lot of uncertainty, maybe challenging. But what's being said here is to stay the course, because it's one of those things where you're going to end up with the Star, and we all know what the Star means. Let me see. I'm going to read the book Star. Where are you, Star? Where's the Star? Experiencing. Oh, I don't know. The Star. Oh wow, there's a misprint. Oh my God. There's a misprint in this book. The Star was the Tower card, because I was like, it was like experience a major upheaval. No, that's not. So, what the Star is, be careful of pride and arrogance. That's by the book. But when I look at this Star here, I see the Star of her own show. She's busy studying star charts. She is consumed almost with learning, study, in her craft. And that's where I see you ending up, right? You're going to have this period of a little bit of, what you call it, uncertainty, but hold the course, push through. Things are going to work out. Hopefully that makes sense. And you know what? At the end of the day, just spark it up and you'll be good. Because that's what the whiz does. I believe Dana, thank you, you're amazing. In general, for me as well, I was just diagnosed with cervical cancer as of Monday, and I just want to see. Okay, let's see. We'll do this a general. A general for Dana. Okay. Okay, split it here and okay, first card. Second card. Okay. And oh, interesting. Interesting. So our first card is our Eight of Swords. And what I see here is, right, I mean, it's kind of pretty literal. There's a trapped feeling, bound, trapped. And you're going to move, that's pretty much that. Then we're back to our King of Pentacles, who made another appearance. And right, we were saying about this king earlier, he knows the struggle. He's got a good, he's relying on his good foundation, but he's kind of one of those kings that, has the weight of the kingdom on his shoulders. So it's like a tough time here that you're kind of going through, in your near future. But, and I was like, when I was pulling these cards, and then we get to the Nine of Cups. 9 is success, is celebration. So that is a huge beacon of light at the end of the tunnel. So it's more of like stay the course, take care of yourself, fight, because there'll be something to celebrate about at the end of the day. So I hope that. Oh, I'm going to put that like that. So I hope that helps. Hope that makes some sense. Okay. Anyways. And Dana, also I'm going to start, I'm going to write this down. Oh my God, thank you, Dana. And I'm going to write this down because I'm starting a Reiki basket, and what I'm going to do, sometime over the weekend, I'm going to do a live where I actually burn the petitions, but I'm going to put you in there. I'm writing your name down here. C-E-C-K-E-R. And I'm going to put you in the. I'm going to send you some healing. I'm going to put you in my Reiki basket. So thank you so much. Now I don't remember because I wasn't taking lists, but is that it? Do we have everybody? Dana, there was Dana. Let's go back to the lines. That was Jennifer. Oh. Jennifer Powers. And then I did Gypsy. Yup. And Dana. Alright, I think that... Yes, I think that is it. So, good. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for joining. This is the Wizard's Tower. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Click the little bell so you get notified when I go live. Check out the Facebook page. A lot of good posts on there. Lucian posts a lot. I'm posting a lot. Just a lot of fun. And like, subscribe, share the page, share the channel, and that's it. That's it. Have yourselves a great evening. Wow, it was a lot of fun doing these readings. I really enjoy it, and I'll see you. Let me see what's next. So we have the Gem Show this Saturday that we're going to.
Do you think they'll let us film?
I don't know. I'm going to try.
Right.
I'm going to try. But definitely join us for the popcorn party. And if you haven't seen it, go back and watch every Monday at, I think, 6. I have to check my notes. I am doing a series on dreams and astral projection. Watch the first one this Monday. Monday we're going to have the second one. And, yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of cool stuff. Mwah! Love you. Have yourselves a great night.